podcast is partnered by Venice AI. Have you ever thought about what an AI is doing with your chat history? Did you know that Alexa listens in to recommend products and Meta retargets us based on what we click? Most AI platforms like ChatGPT store everything you say and attach it to your identity. They even tend to share it with third parties or other unknown entities. One may ask themselves, why am I handing over my data so easily? That's when today's partners come in. Venice AI. Venice AI prioritizes privacy. It is a private, permissionless AI platform that keeps your data safe. Venice AI doesn't spy on you or censor what you create. Your conversations stay in your browser, not on their servers. No downloads or installs required. Just open your browser or your mobile app and start creating. Whether it's brainstorming video ideas or designing thumbnails for your next YouTube video, it even gives you the ability to use different AI models for different results. Venice AI also lets you upload PDFs for summaries and even allows you to tweak how the AI responds. It's all about giving you privacy and flexibility. So if you're ready to level up your experience and keep your privacy intact, you can sign up using my link, venice.ai/Alyx, to get 20% off its pro plan. So don't miss out. Level up your AI experience with Venice AI today. Hello all. Welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. AEW, you almost had it. You almost did it. You almost restored the feeling. You were that close. You were right there at the finish line. You had one last thing to do. The matches throughout the entire night, as usual, bangers. Good to great to awesome. You even had a classic. In my opinion, the best female wrestling match the company has ever put on. Definitely the most violent match, at least. Surpassed Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker. Toni Storm and Mariah May brought the fire. They were absolutely spectacular. Amazing. Everything about that match. Top to bottom, the storyline, the way it finished. You're not going to find a better storyline than that. Their best female feud, and easily one of the best matches that they've ever had. Since it started, what? A little bit over 5 years ago? Incredible. 6 years ago, 6 years. Almost 6 years now. All you had to do was in the Death Rider storyline. That's all you had to do. You were right there, Tony. You had it. The perfect way to move away from the Death Riders. Christian Cage cashed in. As I predicted, Christian Cage cashed in, and he was about to steal this title away from Adam Copeland. He got into the ring. He hit the unprettier kill switch. But then you had to have Jon Moxley choke out Christian Cage. The entire arena died. Figuratively. But they died when Jon Moxley retained the title. And I said, well, we had it. And we lost it. Just like that. Up to that point, the show was great. It was on the verge of being yet another banger pay-per-view by AEW. And then you gave us that crap finish. And it was a crap finish. Tony, no one likes the Death Rider storyline. And I mean that in all sincerity. Nobody likes this storyline. Does anybody like this storyline? I don't like it. Does anybody in the live chat like it? This storyline is garbage. I'm sorry. For real. This storyline is ass. This entire story doesn't have the interest behind it. It doesn't have the intrigue behind it. No one cares about it anymore because we know Shane McMahon's not coming in. What are we doing? Why not move the title onto someone else that can bring interest to it, that can get it some heat? If the ultimate plan is to give the belt to Darby Allin, my dude, Christian Cage is that dude. Put it on Christian Cage, have him hold it for a couple of months, then drop it to Darby Allin and All In. Have a feud with Adam Copeland. Retain the title against Adam Copeland. Put that heat on him. I don't get it, man. That was a very disappointing and weak ending to what was overall a great pay-per-view by AEW. Very disappointed in Tony Khan that he never pulled the trigger. He should have pulled the trigger, but he couldn't do it. Right there at the finish line, you tripped. You stumbled. Right there at the finish line. So what's next? Swerve Strickland versus Jon Moxley? You expect me to believe that Swerve will beat Jon Moxley for that championship? He better. No, for real, he better. We gotta get that belt off of Moxley. Christian Cage was that dude. I would have preferred Christian Cage. You had him hold this contract for such a long time. When did he win that thing? No, seriously, when did he win that contract? I forgot when he won it. He's held it for so long. And this is how he loses it? Just a pawn to keep the Death Riders going. Fumble. Awful decision. I would have just had Christian keep the contract. And just have Adam Copeland get screwed over. If the plan was to keep the belt on Moxley, the least you could have done was keep the contract on Christian Cage. And then give Christian the belt later on. August last year. August? Almost a year he's held that thing. That's right. He won it at All In 6 months ago. And this is how you end it. Garbage. Awful storytelling. Awful booking. And for what? For the Death Riders? This is a dead angle, bruh. It's dead. Awful decision. It took down a grade for me. I won't say it killed the show, because the show was still good before then, but it took the wind out of my sails. It really did. Because it reminded me of back in the day when Vince would make these decisions, where it's just like, dude, no one likes this. The only person that wants this is Vince. And that's how I feel. The only person that wants this is Tony. I don't know why he wants it, but he is determined to keep the Death Riders going. Jesus Christ almighty. Well, we're stuck with him. Hopefully Swerve can end it. He won't. Because you know the ultimate goal is to get that belt on Darby Allin. Probably at All In. Oh, I can't wait to All In. No, sir. I'm not going no 4 more months with the Death Rider storyline. Come on, Tony. Come on. Can we just give it to Swerve? Just give it to Swerve. Give it to somebody. You had an opportunity to give it to Christian. What the fuck? The fuck? Oh, my goodness. That literally was the only thing about this show I hated. Everything else was literally solid. Solid to great to amazing. A classic match between Toni Storm and Mariah May. The Hollywood ending. Beautiful. Let me go on one more rant. Just one more. And I promise the rest of the show would be positive. I promise. Until I get back to the main event. But what the hell was the point of putting AEW pay-per-view on Amazon Prime if it wasn't going to be for free? Or at least a discounted price. Some of you don't know this, but yes, AEW is now streaming their pay-per-views on a streaming service. It's not Max, it's Amazon. But here's the problem. You still have to pay $50. What was the point then? What What was the point to even putting it on a streaming service if we still had to pay the same amount? $50? You couldn't get us a discount? At least 25. Like half. I mean, how much do you guys pay for Amazon Prime? Around, I'm assuming y'all have no ads, so $14, $15, right? Because that's what I pay. So, actually $35. That way it equals to 50. You know? I think it should be 25, but what was the point? That is so lame, and it's actually highway robbery. I don't care what anyone says. That's highway robbery. Why even put this on pay-per-view on a streaming service if it was going to be the same amount? You might as well have just kept it on wherever it was. Cable, satellite. What was it? Thriller, right? I think it was also on the YouTube streaming or YouTube TV, whatever the hell. I don't believe that they actually did that. That is beyond crazy. That's a scam. So not only do I have to pay for a subscription with Amazon, I have to pay another $50 on top of that. Fuck you. Fuck you. No, sir. Shame on you. They better fix that. I ain't buying it on Amazon. I already pay enough for Amazon Prime. Now you want me to spend an extra $50 more? Screw you. I might as well just buy it on satellite dish, which is what I did. Bleacher Report, thank you. That's beyond crazy. Someone should get on them about that. $50 to watch it on streaming. WWE figured it out. WWE has us watching it, what, for free? That's it. It's on Peacock. Pay the Peacock subscription, you get it for free. Netflix. Pay a subscription, you get Raw for free. But with AEW, they made us pay an extra $50 on top of the streaming service subscription. Don't waste your time. I would rather you just go ahead and just pay the $50 on YouTube or Bleacher Report or the satellite dish. Why spend an extra $15 for the Amazon Prime and then another $50 on top of that? Outside of those two things, AEW, I thought, brought the fire. They sold out the building, as I predicted, 12,000 people in the arena. Everything except the main event was fire. MJF versus Hangman Page. Outstanding opening match. Of course, it's MJF and Hangman Page. Mercedes Moné, solid match. Ricochet, Swerve, great match. Okada and Brody King, good match. Hurt Syndicate, Outrunners, good match. Timeless Toni Storm, Mariah May, an absolute bloody classic. In my opinion, the best female wrestling match ever in AEW history so far. Seriously. They broke ground. They surpassed Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker. Didn't think it was possible, but they did. Omega and Takeshita, outstanding match. Will Ospreay, come on now. Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher, outstanding match. If they had just nailed the ending, if we had gotten Christian Cage as world champion, which is what I predicted, my dudes, the feeling would have been restored. Like, seriously, imagine if the finish was Christian Cage cashing in and stealing that belt away from Copeland. And we turn on Dynamite to see Christian Cage as AEW World Champion. And then we do Christian Cage and Darby Allin All In. Man, what the hell, Tony? Why? You missed it. You was right there. No, we gotta keep the belt on Jon Moxley. It don't make lick of sense. Whatever. It is what it is. We're stuck with the Death Riders. But the show overall, I'll be fine saying this. It was great. It was still a great show. Worth the $50 simply because of Timeless Toni Storm and Mariah May. Those two made it worth it by itself. And of course, you got that crazy violent cage match between Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher. That was, holy crap, that was crazy. I don't know. I feel like that ending took the wind out of my sails. Yes, we're going to get Swerve Strickland versus Jon Moxley. I guess that'll be a good match, but I don't feel confident that they're going to put the belt on Swerve, as they should, but they won't. I just feel like it should have been Captain Charisma. It should have been Christian. I'm sorry. They should have given it to Christian Cage. I feel that was a missed opportunity. So what are we going to do with Christian? Well, he's clearly going to have a feud with Adam Copeland, or Cope. Should be for the world title, but it's not going to be. Man, I don't want to keep you guys here, hearing me complain over the same thing. I do want to go ahead and get into the review. The show was a great show. I would recommend you go watch it, not for $50 on Amazon Prime. Just wait until it hits HBO Max later this week, and you can just watch it then. Don't spend the $50 on it on Amazon Prime. Go ahead and wait until it's on HBO Max, and yeah, it will definitely be worth the watch. It's crazy to think, though. We had a Kenny Omega match and a Will Ospreay match, and neither of them were match of the night. They were close, second and third. That's how good Toni Storm and Mariah May was. Toni Storm and Mariah May was so good. They outdid Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. Go watch it. That's the best way I can put it over. Give me your grades. Give me your scores. What was your match tonight? Let me know in the live chat. Let me know in the comments. We're going to go ahead and move things along. Preliminary stuff. Say hello to the people. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, and X, Twitter. I think everything is going good so far. Thank you all for joining me. You could be anywhere here in the wrestling space. You chose me. I'm grateful for it. So if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, your edit help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing. Whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks if you would like to donate after the fact. You can. Also, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram. Give me a follow on Spotify. Give me a follow on Cameo. Give me a follow on Threads. Follow us on Discord. Follow me on Blue Sky, where the skies are clearer. And give me a follow on TikTok, for I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo. And yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries. Just to say hi. Get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Are you a Just Alex guy? Then join the club. Get you an I'm a Just Alex guy t-shirt. Hot off the press. Also get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. Get you a new school Alex's World t-shirt, and many, many more t-shirt designs coming your way. So stay tuned. Join the cause. Expand the day. Expand the brand. Expand the brand. Expand the brand. Today, right here in Alex's World. Let's say hello to the people here in the live chat. Thank you all so much for joining me as always. Show your love to the Mod Squad. Ultra! Shine Nice and 5-star heart. Elias Ademi. New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl. Khalil does everything. 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 Highway Dylan. Danger. Teflon Don, the Mod Father. And of course, Big MGM. Did I forget somebody? I did. Zeno, Enigma. They all help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. While you're here, please be sure you hit that like button. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So help boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. Who's here? Who is joining me? I see YouTube member Higashi. Is there another YouTube member in here? He's the only one I see so far. If I see any more, I'll call you guys out. Right at the top, I see Game Shock. Good to have you here, sir. I see Debit. Money, 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 money. Debit Money Adams. He says, Edge pinning Christian could have been a good or vice versa. Yeah, I think Christian should have just pinned Copeland. Would have been great. We got Simply Deep. Let me turn on super chats really quickly. My bad, y'all. Go ahead and get your super chats in.
I was there live tonight. How did we come off as a crowd to you tonight?
Crowd was amazing until the ending. And I wouldn't expect you to be good at the ending because the ending sucked. But overall, great crowd. Great crowd. 12,000 in attendance. You brought the fire. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for being there. Thank you for the donation. Let me see here. Who else we got? JJ, who let the dogs out? Who? JJ Bulldog. Trey Losado. I also see... Scroll down a little bit. JB Snackin. Darcy Chatham. There's a YouTube member. Darcy Chambers in his house. Extreme Sonic, the King. Good to have you here. Nathaniel Cranshaw. Interesting name. I also see Mike Pringle. Dro Davidian. Shadow Star. DG54541. Interesting name. Rolando Sabio. JW. What's good, JW? Rickety. What's good, Rickety? Yeah. My boy Rickety in his house. Zay a Fool. Zay a Fool? Zay says he watched it for free. Did you pirate it? How did you watch it for free? Did you go to the bar or something? Jackson Lane 02, good to have you here. Gen X 6887. We'll do a couple more people in here. Joseph Winters, good to have you here. Is that who I think it is? Is that who I think it is, ladies and gentlemen? Y'all know what to do. Coming right in from their live stream, the premier reaction channel here in the wrestling YouTube space. Say hello to A&B Combos Wrestling Edition. Good to have you here, A&B. The Beep Jr. also just walked in here. A YouTube member, The Beep Jr. to be exact. Oh my goodness. And like A&B Convo said, hit that like button. Last one's going to go to Wesley Franklin. Thank you for being here, everybody. Love you all, but as always, we had to move things along. So if I don't say your name, do not be offended. It's not because I hate you. We just have a big show to get to. And I don't want to keep you here because it's midnight. It's late. So get your donations in. Get your thoughts in. We'll hit them up at the end of the stream. But let's go ahead and talk about some AEW Dynamite. So I believe, and this is just my personal opinion, AEW needed a home run. It needed no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It needed to knock this show out of the park. They needed to come out swinging, reestablish itself as a competitor to WWE. They were close. They almost had it. They almost had it, y'all. It was right there. It was right there. It's a disappointment to me that this pay-per-view, in my opinion, could have been the starting point of AEW finally figuring it out. Because the weekly shows have been pretty good. They've been pretty solid. They've been really bringing the fire in terms of the build-up and the feuds, the returns of Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, Toni Storm, really breathed some life back into the show. And so I was hoping and praying that this show would be like that reminder that, hey, we mess up, but when it comes time for it, we always bring it. We always bring the fire. And I was hoping that they would actually bring it. Real quick, y'all, let me see what's going on with the live chat. Okay, so the live chat just stopped working for some reason. That is weird. Let me see if I can fix it. I'm going to do a little trick here. Maybe it'll bring it back because it was just working. Y'all saw that, right? Then it stopped working. Maybe that'll bring it back.
This is a test super chat message.
Nope, didn't bring it back. What's going on with y'all? What is going on with Streamlabs? That's the second time it stopped working. What y'all doing, Streamlabs? What y'all doing? That's so annoying. All right, so maybe it'll come back on. I'm going to just use this screen from now on. I'm so sorry, y'all. But they needed a home run show. Was this a home run show? Kinda? Maybe? Tell you what. As an in-ring wrestling show, just from an in-ring perspective, it was great. Top to bottom, overall, it was great. Did it leave you with that feeling of, oh, I gotta watch Dynamite on Wednesday? I cannot miss Dynamite. I gotta turn it on Wednesday. After that show, AEW is back. AEW has restored the feeling. We're back. Did it leave me with that feeling? Me personally, no. No, it didn't. It didn't leave me with that feeling. I'm being honest with you. I came out of this show feeling like we still got a long way to go. And it was because of that ending. That ending was so bad. It literally just felt like one of those things where, okay, 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. If they had put the belt on Christian Cage, I'd be like, all right, watching Dynamite. Or even Adam Copeland, watching Dynamite. Let's see what happens. We're back. We're back. But they had to keep the belt on Jon Moxley. So we're stuck with the Death Riders for whatever time period they're going to be doing this. Overall, though, great in-ring action. But god damn, I am disappointed. I really am disappointed in Tony Khan's decision to not take that belt off of Jon Moxley. I don't care if we're holding it for Darby Allin. Darby can win it when he gets back from whoever holds the belt. Like I said, you could have had Christian win the belt and then have Christian drop it to Darby Allin. That's just how I feel about it. Y'all can agree or disagree. Let me go ahead and get things started. No, I did not watch the pre-show. So I did not watch AJ. Boom! Not even into the Costco guys. I'm not into them. Sorry. I did see Adam Cope, baby. Jesus, there's too many Adams. Adam Page, Adam Cole, Adam Copeland. I saw Adam Cole, baby, on the opening. Not even the opening, the pre-show. That should not be happening, sir. Tony Khan, don't you ever put Adam Cole in the opener, not even the opener. Again, it's the pre-show. Don't you ever put him on the pre-show ever again. The next time, Adam Cole better be on this pay-per-view. Y'all could have had them take on the Death Riders for those trios titles and win. Lord have mercy. But other than that, who knows? All right, let's get to it. MJF, Hangman Adam Page. Opened the show the right way. Excellent match. I personally think these two are a match made in heaven. It's one of those things where, how have we not gotten this match? How have we not gotten this match yet? AEW has been around for almost 6 years. This is the first time MJF and Hangman Page have fought. And so you already knew in your head it was going to be amazing. Dear God, was it amazing. This was a spectacular match. Great opener. Great psychology as always. MJF being the scumbag. And his cockiness got the better of him. The cockiness got the better of him. Favorite spot of the entire match was that running tombstone on the steel chair. Oh my God. Brutal spot. Absolute brutal spot. Hangman Page survived it. But if MJF brings that back, dude, that should be ending people's careers. Imagine if The Undertaker did a running tombstone onto a steel chair while he was standing up. Woo! Oh, he'd be out. He'd be out for a year. That's the kind of stuff that puts people out for a year. Craziness. But this match was great. And to my surprise, Hangman Page wins, and he wins clean. I think I predicted MJF to win. I thought MJF was going to win the first match, and then Hangman would win the next one, and then they would have one more. No, Hangman Page won. Beat him clean. Wow. Good on Hangman Page. Maybe we can move him up to the world title. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, I wouldn't have opened the show with anything else, honestly. That was one of the best openers they've done in a while. Absolute fantastic match. A match that Hangman Page won. We go on to Mercedes Moné taking on Momo Watanabe. This match was... So, honestly... I'll say it was solid. I'll say it was actually a pretty solid match. I think my issue with it wasn't just the sloppiness. The sloppiness was whatever. Miscommunications and hard to communicate with someone with a different language than you. So I don't even know if Mercedes is good at Japanese, but it is one of those things where if you see sloppy moments, knowing how wrestling works for me, you go, well, okay, well, I'm pretty sure that's a result of communication issues because of language barriers. But regardless, the match was fine. At best, it was solid. Favorite part was, it's not funny because she did get kicked in the face, but it was Momo literally kicking Sasha. Oh my God. I called her Sasha. Sorry, Mercedes. Kicking Mercedes in the face. Literally kicking her in the face. Felt like she broke her jaw. Looked like she broke her jaw. Not even kidding you. She literally got smacked. Boom, right in the jaw. And Mercedes, you can tell it hurt like a bitch because she was holding her chin and she looked like she wanted to cry. Yeah, Momo really kicked her. But she came back and finished the match. And yeah, that was about it. The finish was whatever. It was a fine match. I wouldn't have put it on pay-per-view. This was one of those matches. There were two matches that felt like this, where I'm like, solid, but did it need to be on the show? No. So, what people really should care about is Billy Starks. We see Billy Starks watching the match from the skybox. Billy Starks is the underling of Athena. We're going to get Athena versus Mercedes Moné. Thank you. If we do that match at Double or Nothing, it better be the main event. Unless Darby Allin is coming back to win the world title, Mercedes Moné versus Athena better be the main event of Double or Nothing. It better be the main event. But yeah, this match was whatever. I didn't really think it was worth the $50, but I didn't hate it either. It was fine. It didn't really... Put it to you like this. It served as a nice buffer match between MJF, Hangman Page, and then this next match. Swerve Strickland and Ricochet. This match was great. Why wouldn't it be? It's Ricochet and Swerve Strickland. Went in there, as always, tore it up. Great action, back and forth. You can tell of course they have good chemistry. They've been working with each other for how many years? Next level stuff. As you always know, they both like to do them flips and high spots and dives. And they know how to make it look good for everybody. Ricochet continues to be one of the best heels in the business today. This man is amazing as a heel. I would have preferred he win, but I kind of figured, as I predicted, that Swerve would win because we got to push Swerve to the main event scene. So, we got to give Ricochet a title, though. Personally, Ricochet versus Daniel Garcia. Give Ricochet that belt. Give Ricochet the belt. Daniel Garcia ain't doing shit with it. Give Ricochet the belt. Please. Please. Swerve does win. There was some drama with Swerve and Prince Nana. In the beginning of the match, Swerve pushed Prince Nana by accident. Thought he was the referee. And he's like, oh, my bad, dude. Prince Nana walked away, throwing up the middle finger. And you're like, well, there goes that relationship. Or did that end the relationship? No, it didn't. Prince came back out. Prince Nana came back out to get the robe, distracting Ricochet throughout the match and allowing Swerve Strickland to get the house call. And then, of course, big pressure. And pins Ricochet 1, 2, 3. And then at the end of the match, we see Swerve Strickland grab the robe, get down on his knees, and hand it back to Prince Nana. They hug, manly hug, and the relationship is restored. Swerve Strickland is now the #1 contender to face the next AEW World Champion. I'm assuming we'll get that match at Dynasty in April. Maybe. I guess we'll figure that part out. Not quite sure yet. But I think we're going to get it in, we should be getting it in April. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Streamlabs, y'all. It's not even playing the super chats now. So any new super chats, I'm gonna just have to read. Yo, what the hell happened to Streamlabs? It was doing good, and then it just crapped out. That's lame. All right, moving on. Okada, Brody King. So, like Mercedes Moné and Watanabe, this was good. Did it need to be on the show? I get it. Okada's the highest paid wrestler on your roster. You have to give him a match. Could you have done a better job of building up to a match that was worth a damn? Again, the match was good. But I didn't really care about the outcome or was all that invested in it. I already knew Okada was going to win. And Brody King, as much as Tony Khan loves him, seems to be a big old enhancement talent right now. Just there to enhance the wrestlers. I would be investing in Brody King as a main event player. Him and Buddy Matthews. But that's just me. That's just how I feel about it. Okada wins because it's Okada. They're clearly setting up to unify the Continental and International Championships at All In. So expect Okada and the new champ to hold those belts all the way up to All In, where we'll get Okada and the new champ, a match that we've been waiting for since 2018. Nothing wrong with it. I just kind of feel like, well, y'all could make this a bit more interesting. The Hurt Syndicate. We hurt people. Taking on the Outrunners. So, listen. We all knew the Hurt Syndicate was going to win. They're not going to have these guys lose their belts this soon. They just got them. But there was a side of me that was like, man, it would be nice to see the Outrunners get those belts. I love them. Throwback 80s Hulk Hogan wannabes. I love seeing them get in there and just be them. Them doing the, oh, you son of a bitch, you know. So good. And then, of course, the Hulk up. Come on. That's. But they wasn't going to beat the Hurt Syndicate. You don't have them beat Bobby and Shelton. They got ran through. And the match was, again, I'm happy I saw them. Match was fine. Did it need to be in the pay-per-view? Not really. But it was fine. It was a fine match. I'm not going to sit here and hate on it because the Outrunners are great. And again, I am fine with having buffer matches. I would have taken away either this match or the Okada match. I really don't think the Okada match need to be on this show. Well, that's just how I feel about it. All right, so these last 4 matches were what the show was built on. The match of the night. Easily the best female wrestling match in AEW history. Easily an all-time classic. A match of the year candidate. A match that will stand the test of time. Timeless Toni Storm, your women's champion, fighting Mariah May. The Hollywood ending Falls Count Anywhere hardcore street fight. Where do I begin? So, they started off getting crazy. A complete, utter chaos of a match. Freaking Mariah May pulled out a taser. She didn't use it. She didn't get a chance to use it. But she pulled out a goddamn taser. What the fuck? Like, that's how you know that it was crazy. Of course, lots of other spots. I know it's not called the lowdown, but a sit-out choke slam, I guess. Toni Storm drove Mariah May off the stage. And that was dope. And then Mariah May hits a Storm Zero on the steel steps, completely busts open Toni Storm. And when Toni got busted open, the blood coming down from her forehead, I got a little worried because it was getting into her eyes. And I was like, yo, if it's getting into your eyes, that's a lot of blood. That might be a little too much blood. Toni was fine. She's fine. But for me, I was like, oh God, that looks bad. But she got in there and continued the match. And then these crazy women decided to get out buckets of glass. Like literal buckets of glass. They got tape. Wrapped it around their fists. Both of them took their fists, put it in the bucket of glass. Screaming in pain, by the way. And then pulled out shards of glass. Fists. Fists covered in shards of glass. I said, okay. Okay, hold on for a minute. At some point in time, this stops being a wrestling match. I loved it, though. That was great. Toni walloped Mariah. Like, she straight up, bow, that bitch in the face. And, of course, Mariah's busted open now. And now they're both just bleeding profusely. Blood's covering the ring. These women got so violent that one of them took a bottle, a glass bottle, and broke it over their vag. You heard me right. Mariah took a glass bottle and broke it over Toni Storm's vag. Her vajayjay. Vagina. Yeah. It got that crazy. Oh, we weren't done yet. You thought. Oh, and then, of course, Toni Storm decided, I'm going to take some glass and pour it all over the ring because I'm a sadistic fuck. And then they started slamming each other on top of the glass shards. Mariah May hit her freaking finisher. And then Toni kicked out. And then there was this shot. There was this shot where the camera did like a top view of Toni laying out on the mat. And her entire body is just covered in blood like Carrie. That shot alone was worth the $50. I don't care what anybody says. That alone was worth the $50. Because that was insane. The match keeps going on. They go on top of the stage. What does Toni pull out? A shoe! The same heel that Mariah used on her when she turned heel. Look at that storytelling. The same heel Toni used on her. Toni got the heel. Chased Mariah up the stage, of course. And then Mariah's like, nah, please. Not the heel. Not the shoe. Watch out for the shoe. Mariah fought some here and there, but it was to no avail. Toni got the shoe and beat her ass with it. Like, impaled her skull with it. And then hit the Storm Zero through the table. Pinned her 1, 2, 3. Absolute bloody classic. The best female wrestling match in AEW history. It has surpassed Britt Baker at Thunder Rosa. And I love the shot of Toni resting over the dead body of Mariah May. You made me do it! Why did you make me do it, Mariah? She made her do it. She made her do it. It's messed up. But I thought overall, when it comes down to it, this was match of the night. This was a match of the night. Now think about that. We had a Kenny Omega match, a Will Ospreay match. Both of them following this. This stole the show. Imagine how good you have to be to steal the show when Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay have matches on that exact same show. Go watch it. Go watch it. Speaking of stealing the show, let's talk about it. Kenny. Ooh, mega. Kenny had to follow that Falls Count Anywhere match. I'll say this. Takeshita and Omega, they brought it. They sure as hell did a good job following it. Because their match was fantastic. They've always had fantastic matches. This was the third? Second? Well, it's the trilogy finale. No, it's not. Wait. Right, because the first time they fought, it was in a six-man tag, right? At All In. Never mind. And then, of course, Takeshita beat him at All Out. That was the first time they wrestled each other, and that was a clean victory for Takeshita. Then this is their next fight, and now it's match number 2. Omega's healthy. It's for the international title. The stuff they did in this match was outstanding. I believe Takeshita, and I'm going to keep saying it, he is the perfect wrestler. This is someone that should be going after the world title, and I mean that. They should make him a world champion one day. He has the charisma, he has the look, he has Don Callis as a speaker. You don't even need to worry about him talking. You got Don Callis. You're great. This works. He had a great match with Omega in that ring. That reminded me of old school AEW. I was watching it and I was just like, this is the kind of stuff that I want to see more often in AEW. So, Omega does win. Omega is your new AEW International Champion. As we all predicted, I called that. Because we all know we're going to get Kenny Omega versus Okada to unify the belts at All In. I'm pretty sure they'll do one more. Him and Takeshita will have one more match to close the chapter on their book, their series, their triple threat, their trilogy. Triple threat. Close the chapter on their trilogy. And then, yeah, we'll move on from that. Omega will go on to fight Okada. Don't know what you do with Takeshita after that, though. They'll figure it out. Can we talk about this match? This crazy, insane steel cage match. Okada and Will Ospreay. Guys, and I mean this. What in the world were these guys trying to do to each other? It really did feel like they were trying to kill each other. The way they were beating each other down, the amount of blood they both lost. They did a goddamn Spanish fly off the top of the cage. The cage is tall. That cage is tall, by the way. That shit was insane. Of course, not as insane as the other spots in the match. When Kyle Fletcher pulled out the thumbtacks, I already knew. I'm like, this isn't just going to be a regular spot where he falls back first, isn't it? No, it wasn't. Oh, God. Will Ospreay said, oh, no. I'm not going to drop you on your back. I'm going to pick your ass up in the Styles Clash position, and I'ma drop your nuts. I'ma drop your nuts on the thumbtacks. I said, no. Oh, poor Blue Sky. Poor Blue Sky. Oh, God. Oh. He did a Styles Clash on the thumbtacks. Nut first. Goddamn. Oh, they beat the piss out of each other. You even had Mark, what's his name? Mark Davis? The other half of Aussie Open. Mark getting there to help out, and Will Ospreay whipped both their asses. It was great. Eventually, they got the screwdriver, and then they brought in a barbed wire bat. Yeah, they brought in a barbed wire bat. Mick Foley. Bang, bang! No, but like, it got really violent when they started bringing in the weapons. That was cause. There was a part in the match where Will Ospreay got some barbed wire from the bat and started wrapping around his arm for the hidden blade. I said, ooh, barbed wire assisted hidden blade. Kyle Fletcher said, nope, and ran from him immediately. He's like, you're not hitting me with that. Fuck you. He ran. They got the screwdriver, of course. Will Ospreay got the screwdriver from him. He used it on Kyle Fletcher. And then, yeah, Spanish Fly. And then, of course, you had to end with the Tiger Driver. The one that guarantees a finish. So, yes, Ospreay does win. Sounds good. I guess we're moving on from this. So, I have to wonder, just like with Takeshita, where you go from here. In my personal opinion, I think Omega and Will Ospreay need one more match. So, before we get to Okada and Omega at All In, we should do Will Ospreay, my personal opinion, we should do Will Ospreay versus Omega at either Double or Nothing or Dynasty. I really hope people are saying it's called the Storm Driver 93. Is it Storm Driver or Tiger Driver? Y'all let me know. Is Storm Driver 97? Whatever you call it. It was crazy. We should get Omega and Ospreay one more good time before Omega drops the belt to Okada. You know Okada's going to win both the belts, right? Okada's winning both the belts. Sorry. Y'all know it's true. So, I think Will Ospreay. Where is All In this year? It's in Texas. So, this is what I think should happen. Darby Allin's going to win the world title. Darby Allin should win the world title at All In. And then, when they go to London for Forbidden Door, Darby Allin versus Will Ospreay. Or, you can have Darby win the belt at Double or Nothing. And then do Will Ospreay versus Darby Allin at All In. Oh, I like that better. Darby Allin versus Will Ospreay at All In. Let's go. Come on now. So, that was the show. That's it. That was it. It was a great show. That's it. Nothing else to see here. Nothing else. God damn it. Fine. Yes. This match happened. Oh, God. Oh. The more I think about it, the more I hate it. This match sucked. Oh, it sucked so much ass. Cope. Moxley. This match was slow. It was boring. It never got out of first gear. This match went nowhere. It was dog shit. It was boring. Crowd was dead for it. Didn't get good into the referee bump. And then, of course, Wheeler Yuta came out. And then, of course, Jay White came out. Jay White accidentally hit Adam Copeland over his head. He's like, oops. My bad. Can we just turn Jay White heel? I'm sorry. I gotta say it. Jay White is not a good babyface. I don't buy him as a babyface. He's a better heel. He's always been a better heel. All right. Anyways. So, we get to the ending. And then we see Cope hit not one, not two, but three spears. And then Christian Cage comes out. Christian Cage comes out in a hoodie. And then cashes in the contract. And I said, we're back. For a split second, I said, we're back. They figured it out, goddammit. You figured it out. We're back. Guess who's back? Back again. Ayy. AEW's back. Ayy. Tell a friend. Christian came in. Hit that spear. Cope kicked out. I said, pick his ass up. Hit the kill switch. Hit it, goddammit. He hits the kill switch. I said, hurry up, pin him. And before he could pin him, Moxley jumps in. And hooks in a rear naked choke. Hooks in that rear naked choke. Bulldog choke. And Christian passes out. You were that close. It was right there. It was right there, you son of a bitch. It was right there. You heard it. You heard it. Tony. It was right there, Tony. It was right fucking there. It was that. See how close that is? See, you can't even see how close that is. It's that close. That's how close you are, goddammit. You see how close that shit is? Fuck! You had it. You had it, Tony. It was right there. All you had to do was have Jon Moxley lose the belt to Christian. But nope. We're stuck with the Death Riders. Fuck! And it was such a pointless way to end. Why even have Christian hold that for 6 months just to lose it the way that he did? That was so bad. Oh, I hate this main event so much. And no, having Swerve go out there and attack Moxley didn't save it either. I don't even think Swerve will beat Moxley. Jesus Christ almighty. It pissed me off. It pissed me off, guys. I hated this. I hated it beyond measure. I cannot believe they did that. It was such a bad finish. It was a terrible finish. You had us. You had us. But then you had to fuck it over. You had to fuck us over. Is that the worst finish? I'm pretty sure there's been worse finishes, but one of the worst finishes that AEW has ever done. All you had to do was give Christian Cage the belt. Would it have saved the match? Yeah. I'd probably be giving the match at least a C+ or a B-. But no. Mike Lee, thank you for the $2 super chat. Mike Lee says, I felt really bad for the Outrunners. So did I. But I'm happy they got their moment. But we almost had it. It was almost there. It was almost there. Almost there. Almost there. But we had to screw up at the ending. AEW, bro. But like I said, great wrestling tonight. But it didn't leave me with this feeling of, we're back. And it didn't really make me want to watch this upcoming week, because I don't care about the Death Riders. I think it's stupid. But anyways. There you go. That's my thoughts. Because the live chat is broken. Wait, is it? Yeah, it literally is broken. I don't know what the hell happened. It was doing good. And then Streamlabs just said, psych! I'm going to go ahead and end it here, y'all. It's past midnight and I'm tired. So, thank you all for watching. Do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. And donate! Using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. I will catch you guys tomorrow for Monday Night Raw. And then the rest of the week. Yes, we will be back for AEW on Thursday and then SmackDown on Saturday. And whatever uploads, you just have to tune in by subscribing. So you'll catch all my uploads when you subscribe, and I'll see you then in those videos. Other than that, thank you guys for being here. You guys have a good day. This is Alyx. Just Alyx, signing out right here. And Alyx says, world! A place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm out. Peace.